Oh, don't touch, it's still wet. Welcome to the most fun workout channel on YouTube. Today we're doing nothing but jump rope. This is home workout number 48, and it is jump rope, cardio, HiiT. You're obviously going to need your Dr. Sarah Solomon cross-speed jump rope because you're training fasted. You're going to need your branched chain amino acids from bodybuilding.com. I really fell in love with the grape flavor from BSN because it tastes like Kool-Aid. Obviously you mix that with water in your cup. Check out my ridiculous socks. This is a 10-minute workout and it is no joke, folks. This is very intense. So we're setting the timers for 20 seconds of work, 5 seconds of rest, and we're doing 12 exercises that takes 5 minutes. We're going to repeat that through twice. Because the jump rope tends to be very noisy, I'm going to do a voiceover and it's going to be very boring and professional. What are you doing, Taz? Before we start today's workout, it's time for fan mail and hate mail. Starting with fan mail. And hey, Nigar writes, Sex poo boo. No more chicken for you, Doctor Who. Paging nurse, what? If I had a nickel for every time somebody said that to me, I'd be entirely out of funds. Brocahontas. And now it's time for hate mail. Maria Christina Kovacevic writes on my photograph, and of course, in true American media fashion, you have to look like you are performing fellatio in order to get interest for your site. SMH. Stars. Guess what rhymes with Kovacevic? By the way, you can get the recipe for my big cookie by clicking the link below me. And that's a wrap for Fan Mail and Hate Mail. Let's go work out. At 217 calories. Let's see what happens after this workout. Voiceover commences now. Go to drsarahsolomon.com to learn how to adjust the rope for your height. We're starting with bounce step. This is the basic step. You always use this to learn with, and then you can build and learn the other steps. So I'm jumping less than 3/4 of an inch off of the ground. My feet are together. My elbows are close to the sides of my body. I'm looking straight ahead. My entire body is super tight. I also want you to notice that the rope is literally passing 1 or 2 inches above my head, so you don't need high ceilings if you know how to adjust your rope properly. Next, we're doing high step. So you're going to get those knees right up. This is great because it's engaging the core. Notice that I'm only using 2-inch circles with my wrists. These are very small amplitude motions. I'm landing very lightly on the balls of my feet. That is true for every jump rope move. You always stay on the balls of your feet. We're resting for 10 seconds. Now we're going to do a combination of those 2 moves. So I'm going to do 4 bounce steps and then I'm going to do 4 high steps. Now if this is too advanced for you, because this is quite an advanced workout, just stick with the bounce step until you master that. It's important to start with the basics and master them before you try and do anything else. Otherwise you're going to get very frustrated and I don't want you to throw in the towel. So rest 10 seconds. Next, we're doing the alternate foot step. So this is as if you're running on the spot. You'll notice the knees don't go as high as they did with the high step technique. Again, the body is completely tight. Make sure those elbows aren't going out too far from your sides. Keep them pinned closer and tight to the sides of your body. And again, land on the balls of your feet. Rest 10 seconds. Next, we're doing the side straddle. I'm going to face you so you can see. It looks like a jumping jack. So now you can see the elbows are pretty close to the sides of my body. You can also see that I'm landing on the balls of my feet, and notice that I'm not, putting my legs out in this huge split motion. It's a very small motion, just shoulder width apart. And if you make a mistake like I'm doing, you just keep going, and I'm glad you saw that. We're resting for 10 seconds. The only way to get better is by messing up, practicing, and getting better. So here we're combining the 2 previous motions. I'm running forward with alternate footstep, and I'm going backwards with the straddle. So you're doing jumping jacks backwards and you're running forwards. Now you don't need a lot of space to do this. You can just keep these very compressed, these motions. Or you can just do one of them on the spot. As long as you're moving and intense, that's all that matters. Next, we're going to be doing the bounce step, but we're going to be moving in a circle. So I'm going clockwise or to the right first, The way to do this without messing up is just doing tiny micro jumps. You don't want to try and move a lot in the circle with one jump. You can see it takes me multiple little jumps to move around in a circle, and that's the key for not messing up. So we're going to rest 10 seconds. We're going to do the exact same thing. So you can see we're just building on the balance step. This is the basic movie master, then you can have fun with it. So just take it around in a circle, counterclockwise or to the left. So again, the body is super tight, and I'm always looking straight ahead. Don't look to where you're going next. See how I'm just keeping it as a straight line up and down? That's what you want to do. So next, we're going to be doing the X foot cross, which is a theme and variations of the straddle jump. So you can see all we do is we cross one foot in front of the other and repeat. If this is too challenging, just stick with the straddle jump. And again, you can see I'm not, doing the splits out to the sides. It's just shoulder width apart the distance. These are always small amplitude motions. Okay, rest. You should be really out of breath by now. This is not an easy workout. You can see I'm really moving that rope fast. Now we're doing the forward straddle. It's kind of like a wannabe jumping lunge. So land softly on the balls of your feet. And again, notice I'm not doing the splits. This is very small amplitude motion. And I want that intensity high. Keep your body completely tight. You're doing awesome. Don't give up. Next, we're going to be doing the skier's jump because it looks like you're going downhill slalom with a ski set. So here you can see I'm just jumping side to side, and it's a very small amount of jump distance. You don't have to be a hero and put your back out and jump all the way across the world here. And again, you keep those elbows close to the sides of your body. It's a common mistake for people to want to put them way out when they're learning. Okay, so next we're going to do the same thing, the skier's jump, except we're going to travel forward and backwards. And this is actually a super amazing core workout. So again, you keep that body tight, and I'm just pretending there's a line running straight up and down, and I'm trying to go on each side of it with my feet. I really found this one challenging. Okay, so that concludes round 1, 5 minutes. You can see it's very challenging. If that's enough for you, then great. It's a good first start. You gradually will build up over time and try and get up to the 10-minute routine. So grab your branched chain amino acids, rehydrate, and let's start again. So we're going to do the bounce step. Now try to keep that intensity as high as you did in the first round. Like, this is no joke. Look at how fast I'm moving that rope, and you can see I'm really barely jumping off of the floor. I want you having very tiny motions when you're jumping rope. This isn't like, oh, I'm all over the place. You're very tight and controlled. So next we're going to be doing the high step, and I know you're exhausted, but try your best to get the knees up. Again, it's a great abdominal workout when you get those knees up. I find this to be one of the most challenging jump rope exercises. You can see how much more it involves your body. Obviously you're burning more calories with this particular exercise. Now, don't forget to keep those elbows close to the side of the body, and I'm always going to remind you of that because that's the number one thing that people do wrong. So number 3, we're going to combine those. So you're going to do 4 bounce steps with 4 high steps, alternating. Now, if this is too challenging, just bring it down to alternate foot step, where it's like a happy medium, or just do the basic bounce step. If you're doing this entire workout, nothing but bounce step, that makes me happy because you're still going to be getting an amazing workout. Jump rope, as I said, is not a joke. It's an outstanding workout. So now we're doing alternate foot step, which is kind of like an easy version of the high step. You can see you don't have to put your knees up as high. You're running full speed ahead as if you're running on the spot. Oh, I know it's getting tiring, but you can keep going. Worst case, grab a sip of your branched chain amino acids, but try your best to keep going. And yes, you will be tripping over the rope when you're learning. You just gotta keep going. When I first started learning, I messed up all the time. So here you can see we're doing the side straddle. And you can see I'm doing something funny with my face because I'm obviously really suffering and huffing and puffing. I'm sure you can all hear me breathing very heavily. At this point, I recommend you start doing something called pursed lip breathing. You're going to see me doing that in the upcoming exercises. And you can see my face is grimacing. So we're going to do the running alternate foot step forward with the straddle jump backwards. So you're doing the jumping jack backwards, run forwards. And again, as I said before, if you don't have room, then just do something right on the spot. You can alternate between alternate foot step and side straddle, or whatever move you can do well. So next we're doing the bounce step with the 360-degree circle. Now this one is hard to master, so take my advice from before. Tiny jumps bit by bit in the circle. If you need to do, 40 jumps to make it all around the circle, then do 40 little tiny micro jumps. It makes it a lot easier than trying to be a hero doing 4 jumps to get around the circle, because you will mess up. So we're obviously going to do the exact same thing going the other way. And at this point, I think I'm going to be starting the pursed lip breathing. So you basically are going to be breathing out through pursed lips. And this is a technique I taught my patients when I was doing chest physiotherapy many moons ago. And it just helps when you exhale. It helps with the elastic recoil of the lungs, so it doesn't feel so uncomfortable, and you can get a lot more of your workout that way. And next we're doing the X foot cross. You can see I'm suffering. So one foot goes in front of the other. I love this one because I get a good burn on the inner thighs. So ladies who want inner thighs toned up, do this one. And also it's implicating more of your body, so you're burning more calories. Whew, I bet you're curious to know how many calories I burned at the end of this workout. Next we are going to be doing the forward straddle. So the only reason why I'm turning is so that you can see what I'm doing. Obviously you're going to stay facing your computer screen when you're working out. So again, look at how tiny my feet move apart. Don't try and be overzealous and do massive movements, because it's just going to make you mess up. And remember, keep that core engaged the entire time. That's a mistake a lot of people make, and that's why you mess up with the rope. So we're going to do the skier's jump. And you have to be squeezing every muscle inside that core to make this happen. This one really, it's intense. Oh, then you can see me doing the pursed lip breathing. Try it. You'll notice it's a lot better when you do that. And we only have one left. This is incredible. You've made it. This is the skier's jump, traveling. So we're gonna skier jump all the way up and then skier jump all the way back. And again, if you don't have enough room, then don't go as far forward and backward as I'm doing. Obviously, you're going to be able to only do what you can in the space you have. And that's almost it, guys. Hang in there. Oh, yeah, we did it. Great job. 291, 74 calories in 10 minutes. Remember, that's 74 calories just for me. It's not going to be that for you. There are too many variables in the equation. When you're actually executing the workout, don't get hung up on the numbers of the calories being burned. Rather, get focused on the intensity. The more intense the workout, the better. I wanted to do this workout with a voiceover just to show you the reality of the intensity that I exhibit when I'm jumping rope. Obviously, when I'm chit-chatting, the intensity declines. It's really crucial to stretch and foam roll after your workouts to minimize injury. And I use the Beasties from Rumble Roller. I really like this because it digs deeper. The foam roller is great, and I especially recommend you start with the Rumble Roller foam roller. But to get into those more challenging trigger points, these Beastie balls are awesome! Click the link below me to get your Beasties today. They even come as individual balls. Reminds me of Bowser. So you can get the full workout breakdown for today's workout at drsarahsolomon.com, and you can also find all of my recipes, workouts, intermittent fasting and flexible dieting, tutorials and ebooks, my bodybuilding.com giveaways, and more. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Bye! Download my free mobile app today and get my free workouts and recipes right to your phone.